Hello everybody, hope you're all doing great. Good to connect with you again. And it's on request of our clients, I'm again back on the social media, on the YouTube and on Facebook, because I've been more with the students. So I thought, we'll honor our clients' request, and thanks to all the clients who have encouraged me to come back. And hearty welcome to all our social media platforms on iLead Tax LLC and iLead Tax Academy. Today, I wanted to talk about the 5 things to do before the July 15th tax filing deadline. So as you know, this pandemic times, the tax deadline has also been extended to July 15th. I'm sure everyone is aware, and we have been constantly sending mails and alerts to update you all. So given this current pandemic times, and with just 2 weeks left for the tax filing deadline to close, what are certain important things, the 5 top things that you should keep in mind before you file your taxes? And if you already filed your taxes and you got your refunds also, probably you can just do a check to see if you have complied with all these things. Okay, so let me quickly dive into the topic. So today we are going to talk about the 5 things to do before the July 15th tax filing deadline. I would request you to please like and share the video as you watch it. Okay. So here the first thing that I wanted to talk to you was on about the extension filers. I hope you are able to see the slide. Okay, I guess you're able to see the slide. Okay, this is for the extension filers. As you see here, the first one we will go point by point. You know that extension filing gives you time only to file your taxes and not for paying it. And any extension filing requests must be made on or before April 15th usually, but given the current pandemic times, you need to file all your extension requests before July 15th. Okay, so let's dive into this slide to understand more. So as you see here, it says the first one, file form 4868 if you cannot file your 2019 tax return by July 15th. So if you are somebody who could not file your taxes by July 15th, and if you have still not filed your taxes with 2 weeks left for us, I think it's time that you file your extension. Then it says this will give you time till October 15th to file your taxes. So many people they have kind of misunderstood it that, it is going to be 6 months from July 15th. My friend, it's not like that. It's going to stop at October 15th. Only the original filing deadline is extended for another 3 months, but not the extended filing deadline. Fine. The next one, it says extension gives you time only to file and not to pay taxes. And dear students from IRA Tax Academy, if you have tuned in, I think we write, we reiterate, we revise, and we keep repeating this all the time. Extension gives you time only to file your taxes but not to pay your taxes. Okay, and the next one, any tax dues must be paid by July 15th. I think I told you that. And failure to pay penalties or late payment interest will apply if you do not file your taxes by July 15th. If you do not pay your taxes by July 15th, the failure to file penalties are also going to be applicable. And then it says, so, and the penalty is going to be 5%. Please be mindful of that. The penalty is going to be 5% per month. And that 5% is broken into two. That is 4.5% for late filing and 0.5% for late payment. However, the maximum cumulative penalty, still, IRS wants to restrict that. It's still merciful. So it restricts the maximum penalty to only 25%, as you see there. And then there is a special minimum penalty. I was just wondering, why they named it as special minimum penalty. But anyways, even after 60 days of requesting the extension, if you have still not filed your taxes, then there's going to be a special minimum penalty. As you see there, it will be $435 or the amount due on the 2019 tax return. Of course, it is going to be the least of that. So you must be rest assured that there will be a minimum penalty. Of course, if you are in refund position and if you do not owe any taxes, certainly there is not going to be any penalty. But if you are somebody who is in owe position, then the penalty is going to be the least of $435 or the tax due on your tax return. Okay. And also, if you have still not filed your 2019 tax filing, and if you are looking for some more additional time in filing your taxes, please feel free to contact our office. Our contact details are right below. 5330 ILEAD is our number. Please feel free to contact our office, and our tax experts will be more than happy to assist you. And remember, extension filing is done for free at ILEAD Tax. Okay, let's dive into the next one. Okay, IRA contributions. In these pandemic times, I think it is more important, that we save taxes than just file taxes. I think with so many job losses, with so many economic losses, with so many businesses shutting down, I think it's time that you plan your taxes wisely. It's your money. You got to save it wisely. Okay. So let's take a look at these IRA contributions. What do they say? Okay, here are a few guidelines here. Extension filing, as we said, it gives you time only to file and not to make IRA contributions. So any IRA contributions, initially it used to be before April 15th. You have to make it on or before April 15th. Now with these extended 3 months, you get another 3 months, right? So with that you get time until July 15th. So if you have still not made in any IRA contribution, it's time that you make some IRA contributions. Okay, probably you should contact our office to check if you are falling into any high income groups, because we often know, and we keep telling to our IRA Tax Academy students, also enrolled agents, that as the phase out, as the income limits increase, the phase out limits also increase. So more the income, the lesser the deduction. The more the income, the lesser the deduction. Okay. So please talk to our IRA tax expert to check if you fall into those unfortunate phase out limits. Actually, you're not unfortunate, probably you're rich, or probably well enough that you don't get into the IRA contribution limits. Anyways, so filing form 4868, which is nothing but extension filing form request, provides additional time to file your taxes and not to pay taxes or make IRA contribution. And as I have been saying, July 15th is the last day for making 2019 IRA contributions. So whether you're planning to make traditional IRA contributions or Roth IRA contributions or SEP IRA or anything, July 15th is the last date. And probably, you should talk to your banker or the financial institution where you have your salary account most likely, and they should guide you on your IRA contributions. Fine. And the maximum contribution that you can make to IRA is $6,000 per person and additional $1,000 if you're 50 years or more, and that's also known as catch-up contributions. Okay, so in case you need more assistance on IRA, please feel free to contact our office, and our team is working round the clock to help you. Okay, the next one, we talk about estimated tax payment. See, when you are an employee, it's your employer who takes care of all your taxes, whether federal taxes, state taxes, or local taxes. All the withholding is taken care by the employer. But in case you are a self-employed person, in case you are a sole proprietor, or if you are an independent contractor, you have to handle all your taxes by your own, right? And you got to pay estimated tax payments, and you got to pay them in 4 equal installments beginning from April 15th. April 15th you pay the first installment, then you pay on June 15th, then you pay on September 15th, and then you pay on Jan 15th. But as of now, whatever you have to pay till June 15th, they have extended the time again to July 15th. Okay, so let's see what inputs we have here. So normally the first installment and the estimated taxes for all tax due is on April 15th, and second installment is due on June 15th. And for 2020, the IRS extended these due dates to July 15th just to make sure that the COVID-19 measures are satisfied. And also, in case you delay in making these payments, boy, interest is going to apply to you. Right? You will definitely be penalized, for delayed payment of these estimated tax payments. And the interest rate is going to be short-term federal tax rate plus 3%. Short-term interest rate plus 3% more. So you can Google and check this out. It comes probably 12.36% or so. So just be careful. So in case you have not made estimated tax payments, and if you're an independent contractor running an LLC or a sole proprietorship, probably you should contact us, right? Okay. And then comes this penalty. I have to educate you, on all these things. Yeah, I love teaching. Teaching is my passion. And practice is my profession. But I love to educate you as my client, because an educated client is more easy to serve. Don't you agree? Yeah. The more educated you are, the less chances you have to be manipulated by somebody, right? So, and this penalty is computed on a quarter-by-quarter basis. So even people who have prepaid the taxes may fall into this penalty in case they have not matched it. I mean, if they have not paid it equally, then probably they will be subject to additional penalty too, right? That was estimated tax penalty also, right? And as I said, for the COVID-19 times, the due date has been extended. So normally it is from April 15th. The first installment is due on April 15th. Then the second installment is due on June 15th. Now, with these COVID relaxations, it is pushed to July 15th. Okay, so any tax payments that is due, whether the first installment or the second installment, it must be paid on or before July 15th. Okay, and if you need any help on computing this estimated tax payments, please call our office. Yeah, we would love to help you. And when we are talking about estimated tax payments, you have this underpayment penalty. I mean, as I just told you, in case you don't pay those estimated tax payments, like what we call here in India advance tax, you don't pay them, then you will be subject to estimated tax penalty. Okay. Now, will I be subject to estimated tax penalty in every situation? Maybe not. Okay. So let's look at. So will I be subject to these estimated tax penalty in every tax situation? Maybe not. Okay. Remember this. Penalty, students, P-E-N-A-L-T-Y, right? 7 letters. And we have 7 situations in which this penalty can be avoided. Okay. So what is that? Let's take a look at this. Okay. So exceptions to waiver of underpayment penalty or estimated tax penalty, right? So there are 7 situations in which this will be waived off. So what is that? The first one, if you paid at least 90% of the 2019 tax liability. If you paid at least 90% of the 2019 tax liability, then it could be waived off. The next one, if you paid at least 100% of the 2018 tax liability, even then it will be waived off. However, if the AGI is above 150,000. What do you mean by AGI? Your adjusted gross income. After the adjustments, the income that you get, that's called adjusted gross income. So after that adjustments, after deducting those adjustments, if your AGI is more than 150,000, then it is 110% of your previous year liability. So probably, you just have to go back and compute those taxes. But again, you will need us, so it's difficult to do those calculations on your own. We are here right to help you, so I would encourage you to please call our office and get that assistance for free. Fine. And the third situation, it says if your 2019 tax liability is less than $1,000, even then it is waived. And then fourth one, if you're somebody, I don't think you fall into this because all our taxpayers are young taxpayers. Of course, we have some elders also, but still, if you retired after 62 years, then this is something that applies to you. It will be waived off. And in case you are subject to any disability, or if you could not make payment of taxes because of casualty or natural disaster, right? Those 7 situations, just take a look. At least 90%, then 100% of 2019 tax liability, less than $1,000, and then retired, disabled, and then casualty or natural disaster. So these are the 7 situations wherein the waiver will be granted to you, right? Fine. Let's look at the next one. Okay, what's the fourth one? Okay, we have a wonderful chart here. Okay, the 2016 tax amendments. Okay, what do we mean by amendments? Okay, why do we amend? We have filed the taxes. Now, what's the need for us to amend the taxes? Okay, yes. See, many a times, if you're a first-time filer or somebody, maybe in India, there's no such concept as married filing jointly. And even in the itemized deductions, many of them, they do not know, that you can claim your medical taxes, the taxes you paid, the interest you paid, any gifts that you have made to charity, or, any casualty and theft losses, and then any other miscellaneous itemized deduction. Maybe your friend said, okay, it's going to be a standard return, and you just go and you filed a standard return. Maybe your friend said, or your research said that you just have to file the tax return. You never counted your spouse. Maybe you never counted your kid, your Chintu, your Bunty or Bubbly. You must have missed them on the tax return, and maybe some interest deductions that you can get for the investments that you can make in India. Maybe those are also the things that you must have missed. When filing your original tax return, then the law says that you get 3 years. 3 years from the original due date. Okay, so here we are talking about the 2016 tax return, and if you see, the regular due date for 2016 tax return is April 15th, 2017. So the amended due date is going to be April 15th, 2020. right? Now, with this COVID relaxation, again, this one is also extended to July 15th, 2020. So if you are somebody who wants to take a look at your 2016 tax return, probably you can submit your tax return for a free evaluation at Elite Tax LLC. Okay, fine. So we'll get into the next one. So this is about 2016 taxes. And the last one, and the most important one, okay, which people are scared of, hiding the money, right? About the FBAR or the FATCA, right? Foreign Bank Accounting Report or Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act. Very, very important form, not to be ignored, and you cannot plead your ignorance. Ignorance is no longer a bliss, no longer a blessing. It's going to be a curse. In case you miss filing your FBAR, it's definitely going to cost you, okay? So FBAR must be filed online with FinCEN, that is Financial Crime Enforcement Network, by July 15, and this is applicable to all US citizens or residents. Okay, now residents, when we say, it doesn't mean that you are resided in the US. Resident in the sense, it means that you are a resident alien, and there are some 8 situations wherein you can be treated as a resident. And if you are, just to give you a layman's language, if you're somebody who has stayed in US for at least 6 months on an employment visa or a non-immigrant visa, which is not a student visa, then you are required to file a FBAR, and if you have any earned income. Then this FBAR must be filed if you have more than $10,000 outside of USA. Hoga na? Right? And this FATCA must be filed if you have more than $50,000 outside of USA, or if you have transferred at any time, at least $75,000 outside of USA. Probably, just give a call or just email us at the bill coordinates. Our team will do a free evaluation. And just in case, if you missed filing your FBARs in the past, or if your accountant never told you how important it is, dekh lenge types, right? So IRS dekh lega aapko, okay. So I need to tell you, what's the law, because if you see here, severe criminal and civil and criminal penalties apply for violation of guidelines. So this is something that you have to certainly take it seriously, and it may cost you your immigration. You have come this far, you have worked very hard, and you're still going through challenges. This is not something that you must be missing, right? So if you need any help on that, please feel free to contact our office, and this gives you an automatic extension also until October 15th. But I would encourage you to quickly file it, so that we just get rid of that one baggage, right? Fine, so let's quickly summarize what we have looked into. So we did 5 things to do before the July 15th tax filing deadline. 1, we spoke about the extension filers. Then we spoke about IRA contributions. Then we spoke about estimated tax payments. And then the 2016 amendments, people who want to amend their 2016 taxes or try for a double refund check, an extra refund check, in this pandemic times probably. I think that you should give it a try. And then finally, it is your FBAR or FATCA filings. Okay, fine. So having said that, let's get into the next one. I have something special for you. Okay, in case you need more videos on any tax topic, this is my email ID. asknanda@iletax.com. So probably you can comment in the comment section if you've got it right. Ask Nanda, ASKNNDA @iletax.com, and I'll be more than happy to make videos for you. As you know, we have 2 offices in the US. We have 2 businesses. One is Elite Tax LLC, with offices in New York, California, and Delaware, and then we have Elite Tax Academy also. I'm very passionate for teaching, having been in the industry so long. So teaching is something that I love very badly, along with practice also. So whatever I have practiced, probably it's time that I produce more accountants. You know, in US, we have only 656,000 CPAs and then 55,000 enrolled agents. It means what? Maybe roughly some 700,000 tax and accounting professionals for such big population. And just the Indian population itself is like 4.4 million. Right. So that's something, so I felt, the need for creating more tax and accounting professionals. And also here, people struggle for employment. Probably we should give, more industry relevant education. And as IT professional, and most of you being in your own businesses, I'm sure you will admit that, skills today are more important, and whatever the industry needs, the industry relevant education, I think that is more important. Because when you need an accountant or tax professional, when they say, make everything in India, so why not make accounting professionals in India? So I just started off with a vision to create America's highest tax experts, enrolled agents right from India. And I'm so thankful to you for all the love, support, and encouragement that you show to me every time. Thank you very much for being there. Whether you're my client, whether you're my student or vendor or our officially recommended tax partners, thank you very, very much for being there. Especially and HCL also that you officially recommended us as your trusted tax advisors. Because I always remember that what Robin Sharma says even in the Titan Summit in 2016, that companies come, companies go, but people remain. And people love doing business with people who love doing business. So thank you very, very much for being there. It's just your support, that keeps me going, and I'm working on a wonderful mission of creating employment and entrepreneurship with the right education to empower this great nation. So your business is certainly, employment to hundreds and thousands of students in India who are trying to be enrolled agents, America's highest tax experts. So please be with us in this journey, and I just can't thank you enough. Okay. So, and if you want me to, make more videos, I would love to make it for you. And here is something that is very, very special for you. What is this? Okay. See, filing to koi bhi karta hai yaar. Okay. Filing anybody can do. Okay, you have a tax software, it will do it for you. You have an online portal, you submit the documents there, you get everything ready there. Okay. But here at iLead, having been in the industry so long, I felt that, your accountant or your preparer must be like your friend, must be like your consultant. I mean, you are making any important decision in your life, any important financial decision in your life, especially, I think you should consult your accountant. You're planning to buy a home, you're planning to buy a car, you're trying to invest into shares, stocks, or getting married, how it can save, or probably expecting a baby, or some taxpayers I've seen them having challenges in the maternity also, or elders back home, they have some challenges. How do you plan all those medical expenses? I think you need us, or some trusted tax advisor, because they say, right, if you plan to fail, you fail to plan, right? So just take a look at this. Okay, we call this as I Plan tax program. So I just want to get rid of this filing here. I don't want people to come to us for filing. I want people to come to us for filing. And I just want to revamp this entire industry. And just stop filing here. Stop filing. I think you should start planning. You go to your accountant, once you get your W-2s, any CPA, what is he going to do? You go to him, after you get your W-2s, and W-2s are normally issued in, Jan end or in Feb first week. Then you go to the accountant. What else is he going to do? The regular IRA, HSA, whatever you can do after December 31st is what he's going to do. But probably, if you can be with him, just have a regular, monthly conversation with him. If everything is okay, okay. Everything is okay, okay, perfectly okay. But if something is not okay, maybe we can make it okay, right? That's why, we introduced something called as iPlan, and it offers, 10 value-added tax services, and the cost is very negligible. It comes for a cost of Netflix. Okay, so we just made it, kind of a tax subscription. So probably if you are somebody who loves Netflix, your taxes, I believe, are much more worth than that Netflix. Okay, so here are the 10 services that we offer. Just take a look at this. The first one, it talks about 2020 personal tax planning. Okay, what is personal tax planning? You give us your tax documents and we will tell you, what needs to be done. With COVID-19, there are so many reliefs. I mean, you must have heard about PPP. We keep sending you the weekly tax digest and also the regular emails, whatsoever, okay, through our learning center also. So in case you have to plan your tax withholdings, now, given the current pandemic, many people have applied for unemployment compensation, right? In case you have not applied for it and you're doing well, praise God. We also share that joy with you, and we are also grateful to you for God's mercies and that your family is also in good health. But still, probably if you're looking at, some investments in flexible spending account or W4 planning or health savings account or IRA, or you're planning to start a business or anything like that, anything on personal tax planning, maybe, buying cars, about kids, about anything, okay. Just ask us. Hold us accountable for your taxes, I would say. Hold us accountable for your taxes. Okay, and then comes the next one, 2020 federal tax planning. Is my voice audible? Okay. I think the social media streams are also equally excited to listen about iPlan. Okay, so what I was saying was, on the personal tax planning, on the 2020 personal tax planning, hold us accountable for everything concerning your taxes. For every line item that you see on 1040, please hold us accountable. Okay, and see how effectively we can plan your taxes. Our team, enrolled agents, can plan your taxes, right? Okay, and then the second one, you get your 2020 tax filing for free. Wow. You get your 2020 tax planning for free. Tax filing for free. I mean, I don't want to say it free, it comes along with it. So it's kind of a subscription and you're not paying anything extra, call it free. Okay, so federal tax filing, it comes free with this. So whether you're filing a 1040 or a 1040 NR every year, just check your prices. I think we are the best. And then the third one is free 2020 state tax filing, and this is also up to 2 states, it's absolutely free. If it's more than that, then we'll see. Then the fourth one, FBAR. I just told you, in case you have more than $10,000 outside of USA, you got to file the FBAR. And the next one is FATCA. If you had more than $50,000 outside of USA, you got to file your FATCA, that is Form 8938. You cannot miss out on that. And many accountants, they just, or the online portals also, they just file the tax return, but they don't talk much about it. You should know, how often your accountant talks to you about it, or periodically gets into a conversation with you. Today, content is not the king. Content is the kingdom. Isn't it? Content is not the king. Content is the kingdom. So are you getting the right content related to all your hard-earned money? That's something you have to question yourself. Okay, and the next one is free ITIN application. So ITIN is for those people who are not in employment. I hate saying that, non-working. So for those people who are not in employment or who don't have earned income, could be a non-earning spouse or kids or dependents, elders, parents, anybody, yeah. If they are with you in the US more than 6 months, they qualify as your dependents, and you need to apply for their ITIN so that you get the credits. And also, in case you have a child who is born in US or who is with SSM, somebody who is with SSM, you get $2,000 per child as child tax credit. And credits are much, much effective, I tell you, right? And probably, only an accountant, a tax accountant can tell you, what is much, much better for you. And then comes free previous year tax return evaluation. So this was something on the lines of, the 2016 tax amendment that I was referring to here. So in case you want to go back and check your last 3 years tax return, now is the time. 2016, it ends on July 15th, 2020. The 2016 tax, if you want to go back and check, it ends on July 15th, 2020. And probably you can just give a look at 17, 18, and 19. Okay? Yes, 19 also. For those gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen who feel that, after listening or watching to us or after talking to our tax experts, you feel that you missed out on something, filing an amendment return is not sin, okay? It's not crime. Let me tell you that. Some people ask me, Nanda, is it legal? I mean, why do we do something which is illegal? Why do we do something that is illegal? Okay, it is certainly legal. Go to IRS website, irs.gov, just type amended returns and check for yourself what the IRS says. Okay. The next one, free extension filing, and it gives you extra time. I think I told you. So in case you have not filed your extension, we will help you with it, and it gives you time until October 15. And then comes free, error-free tax representation guarantee. Unlimited tax representation guarantee. This is our business. Hold us accountable for everything. Probably you can record this line. Hold us accountable for everything related to your taxes. We don't want to charge anything, saying peace of mind guaranteed. Crap, we don't want to do it. We are professionals. We have done something on your tax return. I think we are responsible for it. Okay, so it's error-free tax representation guarantee. And then last one, अपने देशवासियों के लिए free Indian tax filing. Okay, so probably if you need some help, we have chartered accountants, who help on the real estate planning, also on the capital gain investment, on the EMI planning. I mean, that's something, you should get in touch with our folks, and I promise you, you have a wonderful experience, okay? And I just mentioned that, stop filing yearly and then start planning monthly, and you see the red caption there. If you fail to plan every month, you plan to fail every year. So our contact details are listed right there. Probably you can go back and visit this video one more time so that you understand the benefits of this iPlan tax program. I again say that, filing, everybody does filing. But planning, I think only few can do. Everybody can tell you, what to study, where to go, but only probably very few can tell you why you have to do certain things. And I tell my students also, my team also, when we know why we have to do something, I think we don't care how we have to do it. I repeat, when we know why we have to do something, we don't care how we have to do it. So probably it's time that you know why you have to plan your taxes. Given the current situation, when the world is going through so many financial challenges, I mean, if not with us, I am not trying to promote more about this, but definitely, even if you're filing taxes with somebody else, I would still encourage you to plan your taxes. It's your hard-earned money, which you should leave as a legacy for your kids, for your family, right? So, and if there's anything that we can do to save that dollar, I think my team and I would definitely love to take pride in that. Okay, so thank you very much for being there. I think today I just wanted to talk on all these things, and it's such a joy to connect with you on all these platforms once again. So if you find this video interesting, please like, please share, send it to your friends, to your colleagues on all the platforms that you have, and let them contact us for a free consultation. Our contact details are given right below. 530 HI I lead. 530 HI I lead. So 530-444-5323. That's our email address. And if you're looking at planning your taxes, probably you should write iplan@ileadtax.com, and that's our website, ileadtax.com. And we have our YouTube page and then our Facebook page also. I'm so happy to connect with you today. Yeah, it's such a joy. So thank you very much for being there. And last but not the least, don't miss out on those 5 things to do before the July 15th deadline. And if iPlan is something that interested you, please contact our office, and our team will be more than happy to help you. That's it. And please like and subscribe. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll be coming live every Tuesday. That's what I've thought. And please make yourself available. And I'm sure that 30 minutes or so is definitely going to be of value to you. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, and more importantly, stay productive. It's your money. Plan your taxes wisely. Thank you very much. This is Nanda Kumar KV. Bye.